Good morning.
Good morning.
I'd like to welcome you all here today to discuss something that's very near and dear to my heart because I am an educator and I'm also a parent. Today I'm going to talk to you all about parental involvement. And why do you think we should have parental involvement? I know this is a topic that's very passionate. People are very passionate about, whether it's the parents or the educators, because everybody has a different stance on it. And we're going to discuss some things today. I'm going to come from the angle of the importance of parental involvement, as well as some of the do's and don'ts when you are interacting and dealing with parents. Building relationships with parents. What we want to focus on when we think about parental involvement is remembering the R. We've got to build a relationship with our parents. It's important when we think about building relationships. What do you think about? What do you think about when you think of relationships?
I want to see them, at the school. I actually want to be able to visit and talk with these guys more than even on the phone. Some kind of close relationship.
Mm-hmm. Very good point. Mr. Jackett says that he would like to visit with them, talk to them, see them, actually have them come to the school sometimes. When I think about relationships, I think about communication. That's the first thing that comes to my mind. When you begin to build a relationship with someone, whether it's new or whether you have an existing relationship, you have to communicate. If communication is not where it needs to be, then there's going to be a problem. So we have to remember the R. If we want to see our students succeed, one thing that we can kind of think about is rearranging the letters of parent and then incorporating that R that I talked about. And we could turn this parent into a partner. And we want to look at parental involvement as a partnership between the parent and the teacher, the parent and the educator. Building bridges between ourselves and the parents. So this communication that we were just talking about, it can help us to build a bridge between the parent and the educator. Now, when I think about a bridge, I think about something taking us from one point to the other, from one side to the other, because of course we all think about water when you think about a bridge. In order for us to transition the student from one place to the next, we have to have that bridge that gets them over. Building a bridge between ourselves and the parents, we're sometimes in different places also. Parents are in a different place. I talked about mindset at the very beginning. And we'll also discuss later how the parent views us as well as how we view the parent. But we want to create that bridge. We want to create that link from one spot to the next when we're dealing with our parents. Now, what do teachers expect from parents? That's why I want a little feedback from you. What do teachers expect from parents? As educators, what do you think you expect?
Concern.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. And for them not to expect for us to just do it all, like follow through at home.
Right.
Things that we are doing in class. Help us, help us help your child.
Right. You expect concern.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Tanya, sometimes too, we've learned not to expect too much sometimes, because you're just not going to get what you really need, what you hope for.
Realistic expectations, maybe.
Exactly. You have to be careful with it.
Okay.
You may not get it.
Okay, those are some good points. You do want the parents to be concerned, because many times it feels like as an educator that we are the ones that are responsible, that the parents are possibly not responsible for the child's education. Okay, some things that we expect from parents: to be involved in the child's education. And that was what Ms. Vicky said, concern. Provide resources at home for reading and learning. Set a good example. Now, going back to the providing resources at home for reading and learning, Many times, and as the children that we deal with on a daily basis struggle with skills such as reading and math, many times parents often expect the teachers to be the advocate or to be the sole provider of helping this child to get to where they need to. But we need to build these partnerships to help them understand they're as much a part of this child's success as we are as educators. And even more important part, encourage the children to do their best, emphasize the importance of academics, support school rules and goals, be proactive, and inform the school of situations that may impact school performance. There are some things here that I thought were very important. One thing being supporting the school rules and goals. They have to understand what the school actually desires for the child, first of all, and then help to support that by communicating those things to the child at home. Also being proactive, being an active part of the child's life prior to something occurring, prior to maybe a negative situation or a negative encounter with someone. So if you're already involved, maybe this kind of helps you to help the child to follow the school rules and follow what needs to be done in the classroom to succeed. Now we're up to another question. What do parents expect from teachers? What do you think they expect from us as educators?
They expect us to do everything.
Right. Miracle workers.
Miracle workers.
I'm listening. I'm just having some problems with my camera. So what do you think that the parents expect of teachers?
To teach the reading, the math, the spelling, everything academically, probably the way they were taught in a different generation.
Right.
It's not that way anymore.
Right. Things have changed tremendously. Things are not the way they used to be. And a lot of times parents expect the teachers to be supermen and superwomen, the fix-all. And this is not possible in today's generation, in any generation. Maybe it was more feasible back, 3-4 decades ago, but that's not possible now. As teachers, of course, the parents want us to keep their children safe. They want us to treat them fairly, give them what they need to succeed, communicate early about concerns, have high expectations for the students, provide quality feedback,